Hello friends, welcome back to my channel where we are discussing 10 multiple question in a video. So it's related to AZ-900 certification. This video is part of practice set 2 and this is part 1. So let's start the question. So the first question is Sophia's tech startups has 500 virtual machines hosted in an on-premises environment. She plans to migrate all of these to Azure. What will the spending model be after moving to Azure? And the options are capital expense, operating expense, flexible expense, and expensive expense. And the correct answer is operating expense. So let's see the explanation. So option 2 is the correct answer. Azure's pay-as-you-go spending model means you only pay for what you use with no upfront costs. Details of capital and operating expenses are provided below. Capital expense, CapEx, is fixed expenditure such as capital expenditure. This is the expenditure type where you invest in physical infrastructure in advance, such as the data center. CapEx requires an initial cost which then gets lower over time. And operating expense. Operating expense is a type of expenditure in which you are charged according to usage time, etc. as a service. This spending type has no upfront cost and it's pay as you go based on how much you use the service or product. So spending on cloud services like Azure is essentially an operating expense. So let's see the next question. The next question is Alexander, a data security manager, is tasked with ensuring that his company's Azure deployment comply with the latest security standard. Which Azure service should he use to stay informed and protect the company's data? The options are first, Azure Government, second, online service terms, third, Trust Center, and fourth, Azure Compliance Document. And the correct answer is Trust Center. Let's see the explanation. So Trust Center is a portal that provides Microsoft principles for maintaining data integrity in the cloud and support for Microsoft Cloud products and security, privacy, and compliance. Using the Trust Center, you can get resources to support the legal and compliance community. Therefore, the Trust Center is the best place for information on compliance and security standards. Let's see the other options. So first option, Azure Government, is incorrect. Azure Government is a set of instances dedicated to the US government that are separate from commonly used Microsoft Azure services. It is specifically tailored to meet the security and compliance needs of US federal agencies, state or local governments, and their solution providers. Other governments has the ability to provide physical supervision from non-US government agencies and can screen US personnel. Option 2, online service terms, is also incorrect. The online service term OST is a legal agreement between Microsoft and you. The OST details how we handle customer data and personal data and our security obligations. Fourth option, Azure Compliance Document, is also incorrect. The Azure Compliance Document provides detailed documentation on compliance certification, such as IO and iOS. This is an official document on Azure compliance and is not suitable for a deep understanding of security content. The Trust Center is a better place to understand security standards. Let's see the third question. The third question is, imagine you are a security consultant named Aro, tasked with asserting whether the Azure resources of a client AZ meet security standards. Which solution should you use? First option is Knowledge Center website, second is Azure Advisor, third is Compliance Manager, and fourth is Microsoft Defender for Cloud. And the correct answer is Compliance Manager. So let's see the explanation. Okay, I think there is no explanation for this. Just a minute. Okay, yeah, so let's see the explanation. So Microsoft Defender for Cloud is a support service that helps users respond to security gaps while detecting and preventing threats through visualizing and controlling the security of Azure resources. Microsoft Defender for Cloud continuously discovers new resources deployed across your workloads and assess whether they have been configured according to security best practices. As a result, Microsoft Defender for Cloud flags any issues and lists the recommendations needed to whether they have resources deployed across your workloads and assesses whether they have been configured according to security best practices. As a result, Microsoft Defender for Cloud flags any issues and lists the recommendations needed to protect your Azure resources. Let's see the other option. So first option, Knowledge Center website is incorrect. The Knowledge Center is a web website that provides all answers related to Azure service. Second option, Azure Advisor, is also incorrect. Azure Advisor is a service that automatically analyzes user uses and recommends best practices based on this usage. Option 3, Compliance Manager, is also incorrect. Compliance Manager is a workflow-based risk assessment tool documented by Microsoft on the Microsoft Service Trust Portal. Compliance Manager allows you to track, assign, and validate your organization's regulatory compliance activities related to Microsoft Professional Services and Microsoft Cloud Services such as Microsoft Office 365, Microsoft Dynamics 365, and Microsoft Azure. Let's see the fourth question. Fourth question is select yes if the following statement is true, otherwise select no. Grace is considering Azure pay-as-you-go pricing for a startup. This pricing model is an example of CapEx. And the correct answer is no. So the explanation is CapEx refers to expenditure on facilities such as a data center. On the other hand, OpEx is a various expense necessary to operate a business. Azure is a pay-as-you-go payment model. Pay-as-you-go is a subscription type payment from where you pay for what you use. This is an example of OpEx. CapEx is an example expenditure type in which you pay the initial cost for facilities such as the data center and the cost reduces after deployment. So Azure's pay-as-you-go pricing is not an example of CapEx. Yeah. So let's see the fifth question. So fifth question is select yes if the following statement is true, otherwise select no. Microsoft Defender for Cloud can monitor Azure and on-premises security used by Scarlett's company. And the correct answer is yes. So let's see the explanation. Microsoft Defender for Cloud is an integrated infrastructure security management system that strengthens your system's security posture. Microsoft Defender for Cloud has advanced threat protection capabilities that protect across hybrid workloads on the Azure cloud and on-premises. It also allows you to know the state of your resources and whether or not they are secure. You can add the Defender for Cloud feature to your hybrid cloud environment to protect your on-premises servers. The feature retrieves threat intelligence and prioritized at alerts tailored to your specific environment, which will prompt users to take action. To protect your on-premises servers with Defender for Cloud, you can deploy Azure Arc on your servers to enable Defenders for Cloud's enhanced security features. So let's see the next question, which is question number 6. So question number 6 is, Telna is starting a small business and needs software solution that she can use on a subscription basis without managing the underlying infrastructure. Which cloud service model should she consider? And the options are first PaaS, second IaaS, third SaaS, and fourth DaaS. And the correct answer is it's a SaaS. So the explanation is SaaS, software as a service, is cloud-based software that allows you to use the necessary functions and features as a fully realized service as much as you need. It may also indicate a finished solution that is available over the internet. For example of SaaS is Adobe Illustrator on a subscription basis with a monthly fee. Let's see the other options. So the option 1 is PaaS, which is incorrect. PaaS, it is a cloud format that provides solutions in a customizable format, including the hardware and OS on which application software is based. Users configure their own settings in their PaaS type services and use them to develop their own solutions. Option 2 is incorrect, which is IaaS. Infrastructure as a service is a cloud format that allows you to use the necessary hardware over the network when using servers, etc. And option 4, DaaS, is incorrect. Desktop as a service refers to virtual desktop. This is a cloud service that provides a desktop virtualization system displayed in a cloud environment. Let's see the question number 7. Question number 7 is, Charlotte is developing an application using Azure Virtual Network and Azure App Service in a resource for a company, in a resource group for company. As part of the company's compliance requirements, it is necessary to evaluate if there is inappropriate resource usage within the certain resource group, such as the creation of a virtual machine outside of Azure App Service. So which solution should Charlotte choose? And the options are Azure policy, Azure rule, tags, and logs. So the correct answer is Azure policy. And the explanation is Azure policy is a document in JSON format that evaluates whether the Azure resources created comply with defined rules. Azure policies enforce your organization's standards and allow you to assess whether your Azure resources are in compliance. You can limit the scope of the usage by applying Azure policies to manage your groups out to resource groups. Let's see the other options. So the second option, Azure role, is incorrect. Azure rules are a function that manages permissions for your resources. So you cannot limit the areas in which resources can be created. Azure role-based access control, Azure RBAC, helps you manage who has access to resources in Azure and what actions they are allowed to take on these resources. Option 3, tags, is incorrect. Tags should be used for resource identification purposes only. And option 4, log, is incorrect. Logs are used to prevent damages to Azure subscription, resource groups, or resources, but cannot limit the space in which resources can be created. Okay, so let's see the 8th question. So the 8th question is, select yes if the following statement is true, otherwise select no. During a private preview, Daniel noticed the cost of the Azure service was high. Will this cost decrease once the service is generally available? The options are sometimes, yes, no, and maybe. And the correct answer is no. So the Azure private preview services are always free. Private preview is typically the first release time for new Azure service. Customers test new services, provide feedback, and help Azure optimize a new product. In general, a limited number of customers are invited to private previews. These customers are expected to provide feedback on the product. Once this private preview version of the service becomes generally available, it will become a full production service. Production services are fully backed by SLAs, customer support, and running production environment workloads. The service will then have an associated cost. Okay, let's see the 9th question. So the 9th question is, Joe, Lucas, and Thomas are managing a project that involves Azure resources. They need to cut costs by removing unused Azure resources from their complete account. Which Azure service should they consider removing? First is private IP address, second public IP address, third virtual network, and fourth network interface. And the correct answer is public IP address. So let's see the options. So option 2 is the correct answer. Public IP address is a paid service, static public IP addresses. In the ARM deployment model and reserved IP addresses in the ASM deployment model will start billing the second hour after you create the IP addresses. Billing ends when you delete the IP address resource. Other public IP addresses short billing when the associated resource is launched. Billing for a public IP address ends when the associated resource is deleted or stopped and deallocated. Therefore, it is possible to stop charges by deleting the unused public IP address. Let's see the other options. So option 1 is incorrect, which is private IP address. There is no charge for private IP address, dynamic or static. Option 3, virtual network is incorrect. Virtual network in Azure are free. Each subscription can create up to 50 virtual networks across all regions. Option 4, network interface is also incorrect. Network interfaces are available free of charge. So let's see our last question, which is the 10th question. Select yes if the following statement is true, otherwise select no. By submitting the report support request, Harper can merge two Azure subscription into one subscription. The options are sometimes yes, no, maybe. And the correct answer is no. It is not possible to merge two subscriptions in Azure. Each subscription is a separate and unique identity, unique entity that cannot be merged. Alternatively, you can transfer ownership of your subscription to another account. In this case, you need to manage two subscriptions with one account. So yeah, friends, this is the last question, and this is the end of the video. So if you like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And let us know your thoughts on this video. Thank you. Bye bye.